Hello, what's happening, everybody? Hope you're having a beautiful and amazing Wednesday. So happy to be here and very excited to be getting back into some FTL. We're currently doing Balance Mod 3.03. It's the beta version of the latest Balance Mod, and the main difference in that is when enemy defense drone fires at a projectile, their shot goes extremely quickly, which more or less negates the hacking stutter step technique, which has been a standard for play in FTL for a long time. So it definitely mixes that up a little bit. Wide other array of things change in the balance mod. Simply put, is the same FTL in a slightly different package. I don't find it to be really easier or harder. It just makes you think differently about the game, which is amazing. Let's hop right into the fun and see where the night takes us. We have all of our ships unlocked here. As you can see, we've only done one run on this save. We actually finished our first save of the balance mod about 3 weeks ago. Let's random around the hangar here real quick and see where we want to go. Look at all that love before we're even getting started. My goodness. People subbing and giving bits before the stream. You guys are nuts. Zealousy, thanks for 45 bits. And It's Sidekick, thanks for 23 months, one away from 2 years. Let's take a look at our list here. We can really choose any ship we want. Throw out which ship you would like to see. No guarantees. We'll probably end up randoming around anyways, but with 28 options available, whew, there's so many experiences to have. Man, Rock B's a cool looking ship there, huh? Mantis B is my personal favorite. Let's back out and see what we get here. Slug A, Slug C, NGA, always fun. Too good. Stealth B, not tonight. Federation C, not that either. That Rock B looked pretty shiny. Let's roll with that. Feel free to throw out a name for this fine vessel. While we do that, we're going to grab some names here. Thank you for the support the Patreon at the $25 tier and above. You guys rock. Haven't used many names this month, but let's get started right now. Got Satra, Bunny Wild. Differentiate here. Jinxkins. And Ephemeral. Oh man, look at all these wonderful creative suggestions in the chat. My goodness. Captain Bruno, thanks for 54 months in a row, man. Legendary streak and a little hand to you. Hey, Binglebot, thanks for 3 months too, man. Sorry about that hematitis. It will pass soon. Hey, cool boy, let's see if we can get a variation of that. Toasted toaster sounds good. Does it fit? Oh, it barely fits. I think that's within the letter. Thank you all for your wonderful creativity. You made that one hard. So the Rock B is the only ship in FTL which has no door out to space. You also don't start with a door system. How you overcome that, though, is you start with 600 HP worth of mass at your 4 rocks, and you have fire immunity on the rocks. But you have no ability to open doors or shut out borders unless you buy the door system in a hard mode run. That may or may not happen. But the inaugural voyage of the Rock B here on Balance Mod 3.03 begins now. If you're new to watching FTL, FTL is a roguelike game about getting your spaceship through 8 different sectors on your way to a giant enemy flagship fight. Across the way, you'll be faced with many tough decisions and ship battles where you try to collect scrap up here to upgrade the stuff on your ship. can also purchase repairs and other weapons from stores, so on and so forth. Each sector that you go through has a sector map where you get to choose different jump points on your way to the exit. During your in the map, you'll be being chased by a rebel fleet, so you have to make it to the exit before they catch up to you. If you get behind the rebel fleet, you have to fight a harder than average ship with a reward of only 1 fuel. It's bad for business, so sometimes you do go behind enemy lines. I'm sure we'll get to that later. Well, what do we have here? We don't have a clone bay. No clone bay. Distress isn't as good this early. The Rock Bee does start with a special weapon with the Heavy Pierce 1. It goes past 1 layer of shielding, so basically in Sector 1, Sector 2, you have a great thing going on. You also have a firebomb, so you can get some crew kills in some creative ways. Let's take a look at our sector map here and see how we want to path on through. Spellsiger, thanks for 30 months in a row, man. Little hand to you. Enjoy that lurk. And Kozinger, thanks for a great 3 months. That love is real. So on our very first run of the balance mod 3.0 or 3.1, whatever it was, on our first run, we ended up getting defeated by the flagship. We were in a Kestrel A run that had, I would say it's about 150, 200 scrap behind where you'd like to be for most of the run. We made it all the way to the flagship and inevitably got defeated by the defense drone shooting down our hacking part, which is what makes this variation much harder to do with hacking. I missed my volley on the drone control, which you only need 1 damage on, versus the flagship disable the defense drone. And it all went downhill from there. But it was a lesson learned, and while hacking is still, I would say, the best system in the game, you do have to plan around the flagship fight even harder. Whoa, dude. This is a crazy ship. No missile launchers, man. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here. Or die. A pirate apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun moves in to engage. Well, no question here, we're going to heavy pierce on the weapons. It's cool, man. If our heavy pierce hits here, we're solid. Okay, that's going to be a Lato, because it fired before the laser. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to give up my weapon charge here, so we're going to move the guy from shields down there. It's not a great location for a breach. Get a breach back here, it's okay to leave it. Then if you buy doors, you actually have a way to get O2 out. Ooh, don't miss there, bud. Okay, now very likely they're going to repair the weapons, so we're going to hold on to our heavy pierce here, where I would like to take down their shields before the solar flare goes off. If they repair one-end weapons, they can bring back the Lato or the laser charger here. So in case it is the missile launcher, we're going to hold our heavy pierce. Even if the solar flare does damage, we have an extra buffer point on our weapons to save that. Okay, good place for a fire there. Shields got hit. Okay, you go over here. I was going to slam it. There must be fires or something in there. There's no way. So far, so good. Okay. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. That is true. Good evening, Delbog. Nice to see you. What's up, Predirect? I'm gonna head down here first. So your goal going through any sectors is see as many jumps as possible. And what a great first jump that was. A great iteration of exactly how FTL is. That was a very tough situation to be in a first jump. Solar flare versus a missile launcher as well. We got 18 scrap, a very high reward for Sector 1 on hard mode, and only 1 scrap, or only 1 hull lost. I'm going to reject your offer here. Let's take a peek-see here. What do they got? Okay, they have 2 manas in a human. So after we disable the weapons here... Okay, so in order for him to repair, it's going to take 30 seconds for him to repair that. I really think we can get a crew kill here. I don't see why not. The question is, what is the best way to do it? Pre-direct, thanks for 15 months, sir, and Crumb Shot. Welcome to the Dapper. Really appreciate that. Okay, here's one thing I know for sure, and that is that Manus really suck at putting out fires. So we're going to do Firebomb to weapons here, and even if this Firebomb misses, we'll still have time to load the Heavy Pierce back up before that Chain Laser is a threat again. Okay, that's going to do 30 crew damage, bringing him down to 39. I believe 25, maybe 15 is the threshold for them to run away from fire. So before this fire is out, he should be out of the room. No, not quite. We got him, though. Get roasted. I think we got the kill confirmed here. We'll see. Gonna load the Heavy Pierce back up. No, let's leave that for just a second. They could possibly get this out. I don't think it'll happen, but it could. How much health do they have left? 3, 6, 7, so I can do 3 shots at 30 damage apiece. If he gets below 30... Oh, they got 7. We can just use the Heavy Pierce here. The Heavy Pierce does 2 damage, so it does, we can just kill these guys with the laser to finish off the fight. Yeah, we're good. Even if the fire took down another system here, we still have 1 buffer point. Invinio, Lenham, thanks for 10 consecutive months. Appreciate you keeping it dapper, man. Much love. Hey, that is a really nice thing to find. Anytime you get a crew kill, you have a chance at an additional crew, you have a chance at finding a weapon, etc. Well, we definitely want to get our weapon point when we can here, but oh man. Okay, let's head into distress here. I'm gonna board and investigate. Yes. It looks as if their ship ran out of fuel and the crew ran out of food not long after. Despite the Grizzlies seeing their remains, you find 1 surviving crewman locked in the freezer, almost perfectly preserved and apparently overlooked by the starving crew. Manus War Camp. Actually, you know what? We're going to take the fuel here and probably not take the quest. We actually have the option here to get a fight by using the firebomb. You can see a full change list on the balance mod there. Basically, the balance mod is just a slightly different package for FTL. Makes you think about the game differently. And the newest variation limits the ability to hacking stutter step a little bit, which is a perfectly fine mechanic, but it is quite powerful. You can build most of your builds around it. As with all things, you can play any game any way you like. So let's try to focus on what we do enjoy about FTL and not the mechanics that we don't. Each person can choose which mechanics and which version of FTL they want to play with. There's a wonderfully detailed changelog right there in that link. Aregus, the zone on the left here is the pursuing rebel fleet. So if we get behind this line here, we'll be fighting a harder than average ship for no reward, or only 1 fuel as a reward. So we don't want to do that. This happens every single sector as we work our way towards the exit. Let's go investigate, man. There's I think a 50, maybe 25% chance to lose a crew here if I bring him back. I think it's only 25% chance to get a crew, 25% chance we lose a crew and don't get a crew, and then 50% chance he dies on the way back up. So since we have 5 crew right now, we're going to leave this madman. Con insanity. Make those biscuits, bud. Yeah, that's you in the windy. It is. It is. Hey, Mr. Lyle. Welcome back to the Dapper Sir and Caden. Thanks for 21 consecutive months. Appreciate you. Man, back-to-back stores here is great, except for we only have rock plating to sell. I guess the store does get us our weapon upgrade right now. So the main thing you're looking for from a store early game is a weapon upgrade. Since we already have that, we're looking to get 2 shields and then a weapon upgrade right afterwards. Oh man, long-range scanners there, that's so good. But honestly, I probably can't buy that right now. How much does the heavy pierce sell for? 27. Okay. $50, so much for long-range scanners. I kind of want to, though. The long-range scanners will pay for itself, but at 50 scrap, it's kind of like the scrap recovery arm, though long-range scanners pays off immediately. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get long-range scanners here. Okay, why long-range scanners is so good here, in the face of all of the other options and the other stuff we want to buy, is now we have the highest percentage chance of finding the most ship fights possible. And the real power of the Rock B early game is its ability to get crew kills with like a bomb and stuff. You can get firebomb, you can use the heavy pierce to cause fires and breaches as well. Dynasty Defender, thanks for 16 months in a row. Little hand to you. Yeah, there's no way we can afford 75 scrap for a flak 1 in this early game, already having a weapon to load into. Not even a consideration, in my opinion. Justiceness, little hand to you, friend. Welcome to the Dapper. Thanks for that prime love. Okay, they have a teleporter here, and they also have no way to heal, so this could very easily be a crew kill. Okay, he's going there. We don't need the shield bubble up here. Hey, well said, Twinge. I think the hardest lesson I've had to learn playing FTL, and something I still neglect to do very often, is buying the engines I should earlier. Very easy to neglect those, and when you neglect your engines, you get hit by a lot more projectiles. That's a fact. Okay, you roll up here too. Okay, is everybody below 30 HP here? Oh, man. Triple kill. Now, if their ship has been emptied of hostiles, you search it. Eventually, you find a prisoner that offers to join your crew. Yes, please. Alright, let's get Cubbin a new name here. Yeah, buddy. Hey, it's Delbach. Rock solid. Alright, where's Delbach gonna go here? I think Delbach's gonna hang out in like the O2 room. Yep. Really nice to get a couple extra crew here, because once again we don't have doors. And while doors aren't the end-all be-all, certainly not great. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to take this quest here. Firebomb is the option for the blue option on this quest, which nets you a fight with a Manus vessel. Two firebombs, dang, man. I'm going to do it. You find the Manus encampment, but there are far too many of them to count accurately. You send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately there's not much you can do. It'd be suicide to attack directly. Fire 2 firebombs into key structures. It appears they have not set up a teleporter disruption field yet. You deposit 1 bomb in a fuel depot and another in the barracks. Manus comm is filled with panic chatter as you watch a number of the structures go up in flames. With most of their ships and forces focused on the chaos, you slip undetected into a nearby depot. You find some useful resource in an Engi slave who gladly accepts your liberation. Wow. 4 fuel, 1 drone part, 8 scrap, and an Engi. Dang. That's the stuff. Okay, Drakari, get in there. Wrenches all around. Okay, so we can go here, and then the exit. It's going to be a pretty lucrative end here, and since this fight will net us scrap, hopefully more than 10, we'll be able to buy shields, which is what we need. The advantage to having a larger crew is you can put out fires more efficiently, you can deal with borders more efficiently, you can repair faster. The less crew you have, the more awkward it gets faster. Okay, these guys are trying to get away. I see that. Fortunately, we might take a damage here. We'll see. I'm gonna go for piloting here. Okay. Okay, I missed there. I'm going engines now. Ooh, double fire too. That's the stuff. This could actually net us a crew kill. Unbelievable. Okay, I actually got 38. They are fully charged on their laser here, but one more. There we go. I don't think we're getting a crew kill here. I probably should have gone for weapons sooner, but no punish. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Okay, we got just enough to get our shields there. Good. 2 shields is a huge advantage. Alright, we're going to take this asteroid field now because we can. With 1 shield, I'd probably actually pass on that asteroid field. Okay, they have double heavy laser here. I'm gonna go burst 1. It loads slightly faster here. Never mind. Just let the rocks do all the work for you. Add to the discussion in chat here. Knowing when to run away in FTL, whether it be easy, normal, or hard mode, is one of the hardest skills to learn, but also one of the most important. Just because you lose scrap when running does not mean your run's over. A lot of times you can barely scrape away, and then, 3 jumps later you get a 10-hull repair event. It happens all the time. Yeah, I don't think we're going to dive here in Sector 1. It's been a good Sector 1, but is it really diveable? I gotta say, if we get this Burst Laser 1 online, in time, it certainly would be. If we get the Burst Laser 1 online, then we have a really amazing volley, even versus a 2-shield ship is what we'd be facing. Okay, we're going here. When you ask a nearby station for aid, a friendly partner gives you the schematics for a drone. Awesome. Thanks, schematics guy. Ooh. Well, this isn't the choice we'd hope for, but this is the choice that we have in front of us. We have Abandoned Sector, which the downside to Abandoned Sector here is that the abandoned ships don't have oxygen, so less crew kills. But also for rock control, if we're versus rock ships, fire kills really aren't all that possible there either. I would say rock control would have the highest chance of getting crew kill fights. Oh man, we have long range scanners too, though. Let's go rock controlled here. We do have a rock ship. I already got 5 rocks. I think there's a lot of merits to Abandoned Sector 2, but I don't know if it's it. I'm halfway tempted to hold on to this defense drone, because defense drone can be a wonderful ally on this ship. But selling that right now gets me the weapon power to go Burst Laser 1 Heavy Pierce or Heavy Pierce Firebomb. Karnak, thanks for a wonderful 24 months, dude. 2 years in climbing. And Barnaby Jones 23, thanks for 100 bits, man. Appreciate your generosity. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I think I'm going to hold on to my defense drone here. I have a feeling we might actually end up using this on this run. If we get a defense drone and let's say a crew teleporter with the firebomb, that could be some late game shenanigans. Let's hold out hope for that. Master Shank, welcome back to the Dapper. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Okay, so there's a potential crew kill here, and that's if we heavy pierce the O2 room, I think. Breach. Okay, no breach. This rock has to go a long way to get over there, though. Nice. Fire there is good. Can still get it with the breach here. Ooh. No deal. Okay, they're not gonna suffocate. I personally wouldn't want less enemy missiles in the early game. I think the game's tuned pretty darn good in that regard. It can feel unfair sometimes, but it is a roguelike game after all. Part of solving how to defeat ships that have missile launchers is where a lot of the high-level skill comes in FTL. If you don't like missile launchers, I'd say you're probably going into your run with not the best attitude. Have a great one, Tile Lights, and see you later. Have a great day at work tomorrow. Ooh, we got NG and Rock here. I think the NG reward's actually better because the Rock just kind of crushes it, and the NG crew, I guess it just calms down. They do like a vaccine thing. Let's do NG here. With no fear of catching the disease, your NG crew member helps reassure and organize the infected humans. Calmed by its extensive knowledge of human physiology, the infected submit to their quarantine in hopes that the cure can be found soon. Colleagues offer reward for helping prevent an ugly incident. Maybe it's about the same. Look at all this. This is beautiful. Eddie M310, thanks for 22 months in a row, 2 away from 2 years. Okay, here we go. We're going to buy this and the power bar, so now we can actually power this. We had to drop our engines to do it, but hey. You encounter a small craft with minimal propulsion. Its rock crew member explains that the rock homeworlds are run on lies and propaganda that keep its populace in check, and they want no part of it. Okay, option 1, tell them they're God sent them here to join your crew is, I believe, 100% crew fight, which is what we want, or ship fight. And then 2 is a chance for crew. So we're going to go 1 here. Are they mad? You know, I gotta wonder if there's some shenanigans opportunities here. Let's think about this for a second. They can't be burned, so suffocating them out is the real option. We'd have to get a breach inside the O2, though. Oops. We'll see if we get a breach. My other thought was to load up the burst laser here and then hit shields. I think that just pulls the pilot out. They won't both go to shields. Okay, so I'm going to let him repair this, and then we're going to wait for him to walk all the way back down to engines and hope we get that breach. Because really, that's how it's going to happen. It has to be breached with the O2 off on his walk up here to basically be no O2 when he enters the room. Lord Flavio, welcome to the Dapper. Thanks so much for that Prime support. Hey, I mean, that might take him a minute. I wonder if hitting shields here will actually pull him out. Let's see. Ooh, it did. Okay, they can put that out, but now their O2 is gonna drain out. We're not gonna get this one, but it was a valiant effort. JH384, thanks for 42 months in a row. Appreciate you keeping it dapper. And Iceman Chad, thanks for that awesome 44. 4 away from 4 years. Appreciate you. Hey. Darn. Well, it is down now, and this guy is not going towards it for whatever reason. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit this guy the firebomb right away. He has to put out the fire first, so he's not gonna get there. He's not making it. He's not making it. Oh, even if he makes it, it's too late. It's too late, friend. Oh, that was as close as it gets. Now that their ship has been emptied of hostiles, you search it. Eventually you find a prisoner who offers to join your crew. Hey, what's up, Jack? You're the 6th rock to the party. Sergeant Chief. Okay, we're gonna go 2, 3, 4 here, and we're gonna just keep collecting this scrap. So the free crew and the weapon we've gotten so far are all a result of getting crew kills versus the enemy ship. Every last one of them. Alright, this ship has a missile launcher, so we're not gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna try and disable that missile launcher. Okay, there we go. Let's hit here. Yeah, it's an Artemis. Believe it. It's actually a good place for a breach on this ship. If we do get doors at any point, we can use that. And also, there's no reason currently we would need to go into that room. So there's no reason not to leave the breach there. Gus Kang, thanks for a legendary 50 consecutive months. The big 5-0. Thanks for that, Lurk, man. Really appreciate it. And self-existing, welcome to the Dapper. Thanks for that Prime support. That love is real. Oh, let's buy 1 power bar here. 1 power bar allows us to have 2 shields and 2 weapons up at the same time. Very low on engines, but hey. Okay. A motley collection of rock ships are stationed around this beacon. Look to resort to a pirate's life defensive maneuvers. Breaches do not affect system damage at all, Drogon. So if there were a system in this room, it would be full health if it was placed in there. Though then we would definitely want to repair the breach. Oh, okay. Okay, they have level 202. That's a breach. Okay, I'm gonna do this. There's a chance here. So he has to repair the breach first. That's how it works. I think we're in good time here. Okay, he's got to put out the fire first, which is good for us. Okay, he's not going to move to the O2 repair until this is done. So we're going to hold out a second here. We want him to finish the repair, move to the O2, so we can firebomb him in there, and then heavy pierce again. Okay. That's good, because he's not going to have enough HP left to fix that, I don't think. O2 has also been down for a good while now. Okay, he's out. It's gotta be close, so I'm just gonna wait this out here. Good dodges, guys, good dodges. Get a little sketchy training. Yeah, we had that one coming. With the crew dead, you're able to take the fuel out of storage. You also take all the scrap you can manage. 6 fuel's pretty sick. That's like 18 extra scrap. I'm actually very surprised with the amount of crew kills we've been able to find here in this rock sector. But it's happening. Okay, well, we're definitely going to attack the slaver scum here. Might just end up killing this ship. In fact, I think we're going to hit on this ship here until they offer us a slave as tribute, and then we're going to turn that down to get a high scrap reward here. Yeah, it's actually better than just getting the crew here, I think. So let's go ahead and just hit this here. Keep it spicy. Well, do we go here first? Nah, here first. To Sevra, thanks for 8 months in a row. Appreciate you keeping it dapper. Thanks so much for being here today. We're just gonna fight the ship. Okay, 2 rocks here, but they do have a formidable weapon system, so we're gonna hold off on that. Ooh. It's just a Lado. Dane Dries. Thanks for that Twitch Prime support, man. Welcome to the Dapper. Delaying here only delays them by 1, as this is a guaranteed ship fight. Delaying doesn't really gain us anything. The main reason you delay is to be able to see just a little bit further, or if you need to make an extra jump, it can be advantageous to take the delay. But the scout is the most common to take there. Otherwise, you're turning down a guaranteed ship fight with reward. One reason you can choose delay as well is if that ship is really freaking scary like it is sometimes. You know, it's double burst laser 2 or something, you got 1 shield. Well, might be time to fork out a couple scrap. It gives you a chance at another scrap event. It looks quiet, but you realize your computer is being scanned. A hidden rock vessel hails you. Why'd you fill your computer with lies? These are not the holy words. Before you can interject, they open fire. Calm down, dude. Hey, no problem, Elderberry. Thanks for asking that question. Okay, double fire in the O2 certainly isn't bad. The nice part about double fire in the O2 room, while they're not being damaged by fire, we can firebomb them here to get 30 crew damage each. And these fires are individually sucking the O2 out of the room, which already is not generating O2. Okay, wait for him to finish the repair. Heavy Pierce. Hold, they gotta resist there. Awesome. You know, if I get him right as the repair finished, I think I can fire this before he gets out of the room. Look at all that love. My goodness. J-Ragax, thanks for 400 bits, man. Cheers to you, and thanks for using those fragMas cheer modes. Appreciate that. Tortler, thanks for 19 months in a row. And Gas C, thanks for 100 bits, man. Cheers to you. Looks like a kind message as well. I'm so grateful to be here today for show number 1833. What a journey. Okay, not quite. We got the breach this time. There's no way he's repairing that. No way. Honestly, going aggressively for crew kill is a relatively new thing in my FTL play. I'm approaching about 2,400 hours in this game. We got one full playthrough with the previous iteration of the balance mod, and this current play too, going into 2,400 hours. And really, finding crew kills is the next level of FTL, because every time you get a crew kill, you get a chance at a high scrap reward, high fuel and scrap, a crew, or a weapon. Now, you can get all of those things from normal events too, but I'd say it's a lot less likely. You know, in hindsight, I should have taken this jump, but there we are. Want this jump or this jump? Let's take this one. As a naturally warlike species with few intergalactic diplomatic ties, the Rock people have garnered quite their reputation as fearsome pirates. You stumble across one of their ships, and they promptly live up to the type. Knockers 1976, never better, man, and thank you for 54 consecutive months. Half century and climbing. Really appreciate that. The Razor, thanks for 4 months of lurking, man. Lurkers number 1. Ooh, yeah, get that fire repaired. Good job. Want this repair to finish before we fire this heavy Pierce there. So wanted to make sure that missile launcher wasn't coming back online. Yeah, okay, we should have snuck this jump in here, but that's okay. A lot of ship fights this sector. I'm really tempted. Yeah, with 2 defense drones here, there's no excuse not to go 3 engines and 2 more here. We have 50 scrap worth of sellable drones. Engines are very important in FTL and often overlooked, even by me. Probably my win ratio is 70% instead of higher. I'm very happy with 70%. Both of our previous 2 saves, Vanilla and the Balance mod, both ended right around 70-75% win rate over 28 ship victories. Always more to learn with FTL, probably the reason I'm still playing. In fact, it is. The captain of a rock freighter lost in the asteroid field hails you. Our coordinates led us here, but only death greets us. What must be? Death to all. You power against battle systems and wonder how long they've been stuck here. Too long, apparently. I was hoping you'd board a 4-square room, but it wasn't meant to be. Now, we're actually going to hang out here with our 3 engines for a minute. 1, we're getting training here. And 2, we're definitely going to get a crew kill on this one. Oh, yeah. Wow, we got him? I'm not mad, I'm impressed. And the breach, that's awesome. So if this guy teleported back, the other guy would have teleported. So next time I would maybe move my rock out of place. Oh man, Heavy Pierce coming through with a stun there? Wow. He just got through the breach there, so there's no way. With the crew dead, you're able to take the fuel out of storage. You also take all the scrap you can manage. Awesome. I gotta tell you that rock sector did not go like the rock sector I was imagining when we chose that on sector 2. Really glad we didn't choose abandoned sector with how much scrap and extra stuff we got there. Well, let's hail these guys. What do you got? 5 fuel for 2 drone parts. We're not using drone parts yet, but drone parts are pretty important. We only have 9, but 5 fuel. I'm going to take the fuel here. We're not currently using drone parts, and we're going to be using fuel every single jump. Nebuchadnezzar, thanks for 6 months in a row. Your humanitis free, man. Appreciate that. Well, we're going to go Manus Homeworlds here. What are our prerequisites for completing the Manus Homeworld quest? You have to buy level 2 medbay right now. I don't think that's happening. We're still going to go Manus Homeworlds, though, because it's good. One thing I'll say about Manus is they're very crispy, so this firebomb could be a major player here. Well, Empty Sun Beacon is guaranteed to just be a boarding event, so we don't want to jump to there. I don't really want to jump to my store yet either, but I'm gonna. Okay, guarantee here we're selling 1 defense drone. There's no getting around that. I kind of think like Hull 2 is pretty good here, as Hull 2 Burst Laser 1's a pretty fast combo. Breach 2 is also really amazing at getting crew kills, but I think we're starting to get to the point after this sector there's not going to be as many crew kills available. Fire is still definitely useful, especially for this Manus sector. Manus have half repair speed, so if you start a double fire in a Manus room, they just can't really get it out. Well, if there's a time-tested and proven rule in every run of FTL I've done, if you see a weapon that would improve your build, you definitely want to consider buying it, because there's no guarantee there's going to be another weapon around the corner. Hull Laser 2, not really the weapon I want, but I'll take it. Hull Laser 2 Heavy Pierce has an intense amount of breach chance. Okay, how much is it to get that? 50 scrap to get our weapon online. Fair enough. Okay, I'd like to point out that this entire side over here is kind of a tarp because it does not connect to the exit. And on that same note, this cluster up here looks pretty juicy. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 so we can see these and we can hook back this way. But I want to try to hit this jump. Kind Crossfire, the Rock Bee is certainly a consideration for crew teleporter, though we have not been offered it yet. Crew teleportation and firebomb with Rock Crew is a very powerful combination. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease is spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but the riot has broken out. Let's send the Rock in this time. Same dealio. It's unlikely the Rock's impressive immune system is susceptible to a human virus, so you send it in. It is able to intimidate the workers long enough for the colony forces to set up a quarantine. Their leaders offer reward and assure you they will try to find it as soon as possible. Sure you will. Okay, well, we've seen these two. Got asteroid here. We're gonna head into this asteroid. Would you look at that? No shields and an asteroid. What are you thinking there? Handy Tag, thanks for 200 bits, man. Appreciate your generosity. Yes, if you are a new player to FTL, start on easy mode. You can play with vanilla or advanced on. I don't think it's going to hurt you to have advanced on. But you definitely want to get your first win on easy. It's a mistake I made and so many others make playing FTLs. They think, oh, I can play on normal or hard to begin with. Try stuff out, you're going to fail a lot. Just the way she goes. At the end of every run of FTL I do, and I lose, I try to think through the decisions that I made and think what worked and what didn't. If you take a few moments to do that after the end of every FTL run, you start developing some new strategies. Rat Pack M, thanks for 5 months in a row. One more and your humanite is free, man. I don't know, this looks really juicy. 3 more ship fights, let's go for it. It's Kazakh, man. We don't have the extra here, though. You cross paths with the main ship that looks like to have had dozens of layers of armor plating added to what's been a 100-year career. It's Captain Legendary Thief Kazakh Klethkilik. Your crew look frightened. As well they should be. So on the Kazakh fight, if we had level 2 medbay here and we killed off their crew, we would be able to rescue Kazakh. Trying to remember what happens if we don't get the reward at the end. I think it is... I don't know, maybe we'll just get the crew kill here and find out. Whoops. That's a spicy pepper. Whoo! Breaches for everyone. Is he coming back for seconds? My goodness. This little critter's feisty. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. I think we still get a high scrap reward here. But we don't get the crew, which is fine because we already have 8 crew. No more life signs detected aboard their ship. You appear to have won. Move in to strip their ship. It seems almost a waste for such a fierce foe to die in such an anticlimactic fashion. You shrug it off and take what you can. There we go. So that was the Manus homeworld quest, how you unlock the Manus ship. So you're level 2 med bay, I think level 2 clone bay, or maybe even level 1. Level 3 sensors, I think, does it as well. Oh, is this distress worth here? I don't know. Okay, no store in sight. Got at least 3 ship fights coming up. We're going to buy this weapon power now so that we can do this. Hull laser, heavy pierce. Hull laser, burst laser is also a possibility depending on what ship we're facing. Okay, I'm gonna go to the distress because it could be a double reward pirate fight. Ah, good old pirate ambush. Hey guys. This is the ship that could get crew kill. They do have 1 NG though. 2 NGs, never mind. Okay, got a fire going on there. Okay, fix it, and fix it. Yeah, somebody's getting roasted there. Oh, they're both getting roasted. Good for them. Ooh, no, that's a spicy meatball. Is he gonna go to the weapons here? Oh my goodness, what a champ. Man, with a firebomb we could maybe do it, but they are charging their FTL. Let's consider our... what's the best option here? Ruin F20. Thanks for 1,010 bits, man. Really generous. Hey, that's really awesome to hear. Glad you... it makes your commute go better. That's awesome, man. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Thanks for tuning in while you commute. Bumpo spit indeed. Okay, let's go load up the firebomb here. I'm going to keep the whole laser on as well, because we can fire 2 out of the whole laser, maybe here. If this fire spreads to the shield room, that'd be the ideal scenario. Okay, he got 38. Now he's got 8 HP, okay? Should do it. We will not accept surrender because you're dying, man. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship. You strip it of useful materials. Barely eke that one out, too. Dweezpaw, thanks for 9 months in a row. Thanks for that, corn dog. Nice. Let's attempt to download here. Hey, it's got map update here. We do have a store upcoming. That's awesome. Not the best way into the exit here, but what can you do? Asteroid field, asteroid field, asteroid field. It's an asteroid belt. Wow. Let me just say, this is a very fortunate roll on the drones and stuff they got here. Double beam drone with only a beam weapon. It's a Burst Laser 2 combat drone, which could be the same power. Uh-oh. Okay. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You know, breach missiles is no joke, man. It's a big boy weapon. At this point, you almost expect a fight with the Manas, but the beacon appears to be entirely devoid of other ships. You take time to catch your breath and double-check the ship's systems. You hear a grating rattle and a soft clicking. You reach for your pistol. Actually, let's put you here. Is over here, put you in here as well. Okay, I'll get these guys lined up to fight the Manus as well. It'll take him a minute to get out of the room, so be careful. I gotta give him time to leave. Rocks are very slow. Alright, Store, what you got? The rebels are already here. The crew braces for impact, but none comes. The sensors report an unmanned rebel supply ship is malfunctioning, is stuck in vending mode. For a little scrap, you can take your pick. Okay, well, I'd have a hard time saying we're not going to take drone control here with the defense drone already in the hold. We don't have a lot of drone parts, but that makes our defense very good and makes some situations where we can maybe slow down enough to get some more crew kills. Flak 2 is tempting, but we have a reasonable upgrade in Burst Laser 1, Hull Laser 2, Heavy Pierce so far. That buys time. Because the question then becomes, do we sell this breach missile? Probably. It's the end of Sector 3. You have all of Sector 4 to get our 3 shields online. Okay, I'm gonna say breach is out here. We can also sell everything for hacking, but buying drone control here leaves us with some scrap to spend, which I do want. System repairs out since we have 8 crew, including an NG and 6 rocks. We're rather impervious to being boarded or most fire situations. Bezic, I want to say it's a welcome back to the Dapper. Thanks so much for that Prime support. Appreciate you. Okay, we need 1 power here. This makes perfect sense. 1 power works here because it brings us up to we can have full engines at 3, or we can load up our defense drone. So we're at kind of a branch here at the end of Sector 3. We have multiple paths we can go. We can go into 3 shields. We can go into 7 weapons. Very expensive, though. Or we can kind of round out our ship. We got a lot of stuff we can spend scrap on. I say it's very safe to say after venturing into long-range scanners Sector 1, that Sector 2, Sector 3 was a huge payoff for those long-range scanners. We made our 50 scrap back plus some. Dark Snow 0412, thanks for 20 months in a row. Appreciate you keeping it dapper. Yeah, let's go look for it. Okay. It wasn't there. NG Homeworlds, we got an NG for that, so you better believe it. Great tunes, too. All right, everybody, we're headed into Sector 4 here. Gonna take a short break right now, stand up, stretch my legs, and I encourage you to do the same. All you guys are sleepy here during the break, and no ads or anything like that for this break. Only do 1 set for the entire night, and this is not it. So I'll see you guys in a few short moments. Encourage you to take a break as well. Stand up, stretch, take care of yourselves. We'll be right back into this inaugural Rock B run here on Balance Mod 3.03. It's been a good journey so far. Be back soon. Alrighty, we have returned. Thank you so much for your patience during that short intermission. Let's hop right back into our run here on Sector 4. NG Homeworlds right after Manus Homeworlds, two back-to-back Homeworld events here. This Homeworld event we have a much better chance to do. One thought I had about the run during our break is if we can get to 3 shields here, we're in a very safe position. In my experience playing FTL, vanilla, balance mod, whatever, 3 shields and a defense drone saves you from almost every situation. Most situations are perfectly safe with that setup, especially through Sector 6 or so. Sector 7, Sector 8 gets a little bit more hairy, but it's a good place to be. Now, the NG Homeworld event here is going to be a distress beacon, I believe, so we're going to check this one out first. And we have to have an NG for it. It gives us a branching quest, which has one ship that's trying to run away from us and has information, and one ship that's trying to run away from us and does not have information. We find the right one, get the coordinates, and then we get a really nice reward of a 15 or 20 hull repair and a really nice just overall value reward. That would also unlock Federation ship, I think. Destroy and loot this ship, they're just pirates. That's true. You decide the pirate is not worth saving and fire a few volleys into their hull, causing the ship to depressurize and break apart. You move in to loot the remains. Hey, during the break, Hexiano, thanks for 7 months in a row. Glad you could make it tonight. Sit back, relax, enjoy with that free time. You deserve it. Hoyted, thanks for 18 months in a row. Appreciate the awesome year and a half and halfway to the Hall of Fame. Ivan J05, thanks for 15 months, dude. So thank you all for the wonderful opportunity to be here and entertain, play this wonderful game and this wonderful iteration of the balance mod. The main difference between all of the 2 variations of the balance mod and this new one, 3, now in 3.03, is that defense drones fire, their projectile moves a lot faster, so you can't reliably do the hacking juke, where you depower your hacking and then repower to get past the defense drone. Hacking is still very powerful, but a little bit less so because of that. I still think hacking's the best system in the game, though, straight up. It's still amazing. As you jump into the system, a pirate advanced on your position. They're refusing all hails. Prepare for a fight. See this to be a big problem, except for we have this defense drone now. Well, I'm reasonably sure we're going to be alright here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load up the firebomb, and even though it is a double NG ship, I'm going to repeatedly firebomb the NGs to get the crew kill here. We've created a stable situation, so we can afford to use some of our 26 resource to try to get some crew kills here. This is still a risky strat, though, because as you can see there, stuff can get through, and my defense drone can either get stunned or destroyed here as well. And 50% chance if it does get stunned to get destroyed after the stun duration is finished. Man, that projectile is fast. So Twinge, if you're still here in the chat, Twinge is the creator of the balance mod. Does the player defense drone have the slowdown that the enemy defense drone does for firing back to back? I'm gonna guess that's the exact same timing, so that'd be fair. If so, that slightly devalues defense drone, but not enough not to make it great. Because the situations the defense drone is truly shines are ones like this, where this would have been a major problem without it. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, and then we'll load up our other weaponry. There's no more missile launchers, so we know we're safe here. This guy has 16 HP left, so we'll just slam with a heavy pierce. Nice. You find an intact weapon on their ship with no crew to stop you. You can install it on your own. You know, honestly, Ion Bomb might get used here. Ion Bomb does 4 ion damage, so it effectively takes down 2 shields. So there's a 4 shield chip that hits, it takes down 2 shields there. This also can be pretty powerful for getting crew kills, disabling the O2. I guess the Ion Bomb kind of fits into the Fire Bomb slot right now. One thing I forgot to mention about the NG sector, there's going to be 3 stores in this sector. The problem with the Ion Bomb is it's slow, but since we have the defense drone, if we can escalate to 3 shields, defense drone, you know, 5 engines, our weapon system doesn't have to be that good. Now let's get Condensate healed up here, I guess. It was your fault the missile hit us. You were on the sensors. Oh, do we take the store now? Do we head over here first? What's going to be at the store we want to buy right now? Hacking, which if we sold the Firebomb we could get. Don't need fuel at the store. I'd say we're right where we want to be for having scrap at the stores. Check it out. Hacking also uses additional drone parts, which is tough. I don't think we're quite to the point where we need to buy parts yet. In fact, let's buy Crew Teleporter here and spice things up. We have the rock borders and the fire bomb to do it. We can go very defensive after buying Crew Teleporter here. We can go pretty much all into defense, almost up to the late game with this build, especially with the Ion Bomb. I think we got a good late game plan here. You know, if that's the case, we might not end up using the Ion Bomb too much. Fire Bomb boarding is really powerful, because let's say we run into a very sketchy weapon ship, we can Fire Bomb on their weapons and then board onto their weapons as well. We've created a situation where our rocks aren't burning, but their crew is. So we win out the fight, and then the whole room's on fire. Okay, we're definitely going to get the Crew Teleporter here. This is my favorite way to run the Rock B, and it is a bit of an extension here, but I think it's a reasonable one. We already have the crew like ready to roll here. We don't have to get off any of our systems, don't have to maneuver around. We just have crew ready to go. So right now, in a boarding situation, let's disable this, load up the firebomb. We have both engines and the defense thrown online. Okay, we're pretty well set up for boarding. Our next thing we want to buy is definitely 3 shields, because 3 shields, defense thrown, and fire boarding is a reality. Okay, some of our friends have taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. We'd like you to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging their ship. You know, can do. They're going to offer us a weapon for doing this. Oh man, awesome. So the first event we get after buying crew teleport is an event where you do not want to kill the enemy crew. Doing so nets you a lesser reward. But we again have the defense drone to counteract their shenanigans. There you go. They have 3 shields though, dang. Uh-oh. Okay, we got the missile launcher down for enough time. They're going to be able to get that back online here. That ion got me, you stinker. Hey, double fire, that's nice. Are they gonna fire that or nah? Okay. Fair enough. CS, thanks for that big 2-0, man. For 20 months in a row. Really appreciate that. This guy's almost roasted. Double fire, too. That's nice. Hey, we didn't kill them all. We had to kill one of them. It's principle, really. Yes, I'm going to let them live and return to the settlement. Ooh, boy, that's a big boy weapon. With the pirates dissuaded from their career path, you return to the settlement. Thank you. They returned to us before you did. I don't think we'll need this anymore. God, I hope not. Because I want to use it. Unfortunately, right now, the Heavy Laser 2 is less lasers, but one of my only suggestions to Dark Twinge after finishing a complete save of the balance mod when all 28 ships was to make the Heavy Laser 2 a little more expensive. It got dropped to 60. It's now 65 at the store. Future's bright, though. If we can get to 8 weapon power versus the flagship, we're in a good spot. Hey, we might even end up selling that depending on what happens. A lot of things are possible here. A good find nonetheless. Going to be 32 scrap at the store, bare minimum. A ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off the distress call. Shall we investigate? Let's. You find a pirate ship damaged and abandoned. You salvage what you can and move on. 40 scrap-a-doodle. Awesome. Voodoo Bebop. Shoebox, welcome back to the Dapper. Thanks for that continued generosity, Treadgold. Okay, military goods are good. This doesn't look too bad until we get hacked in a really nasty spot. We could technically board with our rocks here. We're not going to, though. Whoo, that's why you don't stand in the med bay. Okay, a breach here on their weapons means they cannot repair their weapons after this point. Nice. Hey, there's that ion bomb we're holding on to right now. Okay, we timed this weapon volley just perfect. We should be able to fire the hull laser and have the first projectile take down the shields. And the heavy pierce hitting the shields before the last one hits there. Okay, not quite. Do that right after. Being said, my goal was to have 2 of the heavy lasers hit there. Not quite. Actually, it may not work that way. Let's think this through. No, it wouldn't, because it would remove the shield bubble that was already taken away by the first laser. Well, it was a thought. The station is a storage site for military-grade weapons. You find one that can be easily attached to the ship, indeed. They got quite the hold here, my goodness. You know, since we haven't seen our second store yet, I think the store has to be down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks about right to me. The Michael 69. Thanks for that huge 4-0, man. 40 months in a row. What? A small NG research vessel is trying to fend off a Manus ship. You move into engagement. After a quick scan of your ship, the Manus ship retreats. The NG offer you a drone schematic as thanks for your timely arrival. Every hull repair drone is 2 to 5 hull repaired. Wow. Now buying some drone parts makes sense, because actually repairing with hull repair drones is cheaper than buying actual repairs once they become 3. Is there another store? Okay, I think there might be a store up here, but let's make some decisions right now. Swarm missile not getting used here. I'm not sure on the ion and heavy laser. We're gonna get back to that in a second. I also like to point out in the balance mod, the hull repair drone is greatly inflated in price, and rightfully so. The hull repair drone is an extremely efficient tool for repairing your ship. It's the only thing in the game that really allows you to repair in between the fights of the flagship. So if you have a surplus of drone parts with a hull repair drone, you know, you can make a lot of mistakes or just have a really rough fight and get yourself back to safe. Cloaking would give us the highest level of defense we could possibly get right now. It would also minimize the amount of defense drones we have to use, but it would limit us into a pretty specific build for the flagship. Though with hull laser 2, heavy laser 2, burst laser 1, that gives us... yeah, that's okay. It's not a lot of lasers, though. Out of the weapons we have right now, what makes the best flagship setup? Of course, firebomb to the shields and boarding is definitely a strategy that does work, especially versus Phase 1. This right here would only cost 7. Now it's only 5 lasers here and then 6 with the follow-up, but if we're intending on fire-bombing the shields, could still be good. That doesn't really help us with the drone phase of the flagship, though. Since we have firebomb boarding, which I think is going to be our win condition versus the flagship, as crazy as that is, I do believe we're going to go into cloaking here first. Okay, let's buy cloaking. Oh man, I don't even know. Hold on. It's too tough. Okay, if we buy cloaking, we're going into firebomb here, guaranteed. So we're going to sell this right here. How much is it for one more weapon? This is 75. If we go from 75, we can go... Okay, we're going to sell the heavy pierce now. That's out. This is our weapon system now. Now we can go hull laser 2, heavy laser 2. Or right now we can go hull laser 2, burst laser 1. Okay, we're going cloaking. Yes, I'm sure. Damn, this is tough. Every decision matters in FTL. We're like the greatest branching point for this run. It's like, where do we go next? Okay, we don't need to go weapons right now. Okay, I don't need to worry about that right now. We need to worry about getting 3 shields and some more engines. One more engine right now might be the best thing I could get, because it could get me to 100% dodge under cloak. Gonna buy 3 drone parts here, and instead of buying repairs, we're gonna use a whole repair drone, which we're gonna purchase right here. Okay. Crazy store. I'm glad we had so many choices. I'm grateful for that. We made an upgrade. We're coming out of Sector 4 with our systems already decided. We have teleporting, cloaking, and drone control. We can't buy any more systems. There must have been rich pickings for pirates around here up until the war broke out. The pirate you encounter looks worn down but hungry. You'll have to fight. Alright, well this one's nice and easy. We'll go ahead and board with our rocks here. They just shot out like a boarding drone themselves. We're going to have to use a defense drone no matter what we do, so let's just pop that out now. Do I reasonably need to fire at their ship? No, I do not. Ooh, it's like I knew he was gonna miss. There are no more line signs remaining in the ship. You strip it of useful materials. Hooray! What's your specialty? Reactor for 17. Okay, I'm going to agree to that, because we're always going to need reactor. What do we got going on? Sultan Homeworlds? I don't think so. We're going to go rock controlled here, especially with the defense drone. Doesn't make fireboarding as good. We can get extended situations. Okay, we definitely want to go into 3 shields here. We're behind, a little bit behind on defense, and I say that the reason we're behind on defense is because we decided to buy cloaking instead, so it's not a bad thing. We have cloaking instead of 3 shields right now, so once we get up to 3 shields, we're sitting at a pretty safe level for about a sector and a half. We can really focus on maybe getting 5 engines. Upgrading the weapon system right now, but our next 105 scrap should definitely go into 3 shields. Schroeder 534, thanks for 9 consecutive months. Really appreciate you keeping it dapper. Much love, man. Glad you feel that way. Unmotivated Golem, thanks for that big 2-0. Enjoy that lurk. Sit back, relax, enjoy. What's going to be at the store that we want to buy that's going to be better than getting 3 shields? I think nothing, personally. Zoltan shield bypass could simplify our in-game a little bit, but I don't think that's required either, especially since we have this hull repair drone. Can always go to the store after a fight. Darn. A rock mining vessel is harvesting the mineral-rich asteroids in this locality, and their scouts take your presence to be a transgression. Battle stations. You know, I really don't want to use a defense drone here, but I'm going to because I know the consequences. This might be a good ship to firebomb their weapons. Okay, our options here are firebomb the weapons. We can load up a regular weapon system right now and start peppering their weapons. We can go for shields. We need to recognize this ship can hurt us real bad. If an asteroid comes in and they fire their heavy laser too, that's tough. Brendan was taken. Thanks for 3 months in a row, man. Little hand to you. You know, burst laser, heavy laser here makes the most sense. Okay, we still have cloaking up here. I'm gonna go ahead and board in here. I'm just gonna pull the guy off weapons who would be repairing. Nice. Okay, that frees up our defense drone, at least for now, right? Or did it fire right before it went down? No, it got hit. Okay, we're gonna load in here. We're gonna cloak. Okay, piloting's down now. So we're gonna set up for round 2 here. We're gonna move the weapon guy over here, and then we're gonna move this guy over here as well. As soon as this guy enters the med bay, we're going to fire at it. We're going to crush him. I'm not going to accept their offer of surrender. Okay, they're going to repair that fire for some reason, so what we're going to do is we're going to teleport into the shield room. Shields are always the priority for our enemy AI. Oh, don't do it. Whoo, they didn't do it. Hey, we found a crew kill. Nice. 4 rock borders is such an immense amount of HP to work with. If you're new to boarding, rock borders are really nice because they give you a lot of flexibility and a lot of room for air. That extra 50 HP compared to other races is a huge help. But watch out for those manas still, they're nasty. Ryan Bowles, thanks for 8 months in a row. Thanks so much for that sub, love. Really appreciate it. I'm so grateful to be here for day 9 of fragMas, day 9 of 31. We have one stream every day, all the way until June 21st. It's been a great 9 days so far. I'm kind of feeling like the store is not even worth it right now. Yeah, we really just need scrap. Hey, Smug Sub. No. Maybe it'll be a ship we don't have to use a drum part on, huh? You know. As a naturally warlike species with few intergalactic diplomatic ties, the Rock people have garnered quite a reputation as fearsome pirates. You stumble across one of their ships, they promptly live to the type. Okay, on this one we can cloak underneath this missile, hopefully. For starters, we're going to board shields here. Gonna run you and you down. Oh, okay, this is not the weapon setup we want either. Hey, everything works out good. Oh, crispy, crispy humans. Dang, I didn't cloak there. That's okay. I got too focused on my human burning up there. Okay, this one we're going to cloak under, though. It still has a 5% chance to hit. Hey there, Butters. Oh, I see you're highly trained in repairs. What's Con Insanity have here? Would you mind changing your name to Con Insanity? You wouldn't? Hey, Con Insanity, your paycheck's in the airlock. Nice bonus there for you. Whoosh. Get out of here, kid. You're the new Con Insanity. Welcome aboard. Just don't ask too many questions. Simple Chris says, welcome back to the Dapper. And thanks for that gift, Treadgold. So much love. Doofus Bear, thanks for keeping it dapper, man. So much love tonight. So many new and returning subs. Just thank you all for the amazing opportunity once again to be here and entertain. Been a great day night of fragMas. So good to get back to FTL. Hasn't been too long, but I've been itching for this second run of 3.03. Okay, we're creeping ever closer to our goal of getting 3 shields here. I'm going to hold off using a hull repair here. I may regret that. Anti-personnel drone. Okay, that's a free thing. I'll take it. Another asteroid field coming up. I mean, very likely another use of our defense drone here. But hey, scrap is scrap. Wow, double missile launcher though? That's pretty intense, don't you think? What's actually going on here? This could be a 2-person ship, in which case we might actually use a defense drone. Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're going to board here, which should give us an advantage. We're going to try to hit weapons for sure. I'm still thinking we can maybe get away without using this defense drone. I don't know. Okay, you go here, there, and there. So he's off piloting now, so we're going to get a good volley here. Okay, so we're going to cloak this one right here. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't want to pop that defense drone right away, just in case everything went way better than expected. Okay, now we're going to board the shield room and double down here. Okay, they're not going to be in piloting again. Okay, good. Who's almost dead? You are. Swap places with the meat shield. I mean, valued crew member. Infamous Warren, welcome back to the Dapper. Thanks for making it official once again with Twitch Prime and Ornu. Thanks for 27 consecutive months. Glad they've been wonderful for you. Thanks for tuning in tonight and sharing that. Of course there's a store right there. I think we can actually come back to the store after taking a little pathing up here. We got a little bit of space to close. I do believe it is time for 3 shields here. I was trying to think of a reason we wouldn't buy 3 shields, and I mean the immediate reason is we can't upgrade inside the asteroid field. But I think we're there. Okay, I know if I don't buy this, I'm just going to regret it. I also know we really need some power right now. I'm going to buy one power bar too. We need power all over the place. At least we have bare minimum rocking here. Yeah, I am going to head back up this way. It may not net us any extra scrap, but I hope it does. Attempt evasive maneuvers. Send someone out there to defuse it. Nice. Your crew member dons a spacesuit and exits the airlock. They make quick work of the basic device and return inside to the relief of all around. The mine layer makes for good scrap pickings, too. Indeed. So that's a 50-50 shot to lose a crew, I believe. Or maybe it's a 50-50 to have that happen, or you have to cut the red wire or blue wire, and that's 50-50 shot. Strip that ship. Hey there. A rock patrol ship jumps while you are salvaging the ship. They message you, filthy pirates, prepare to die. Whoa, dude. You doubt explaining your mission will convince them of your need. I don't think so either, man. Okay, right as soon as he teleports, we're boarding shields so we can hit weapons here. More on that in a moment. Okay, so we're boarding in shields. They only have 2 people left, so they're going to move down to the shield room to defend. Meet shield up and get in there, bud. They have a crazy weapon system with 6 projectiles. So now we're going to fire here, and I'm going to cloak. That's enough. We're getting kind of a weird spread on our damage here, which I'm not liking. It's okay. Okay, he's in the room. Going in here now. Okay, now we need to fix this situation here. This rock's getting pummeled pretty bad. We want to switch him with the guy that is not fighting somebody. So we're going to take this guy, we're going to send him out of the room, we're going to send this guy out of the room too. Then we're going to send him back in the room here in the right order. So Jaskins goes there, and he goes there. Whoa! They have level 3 clone bay? That's pretty cool, man. Where'd you get one of those? Wow. You find an intact weapon on their ship with no crew to stop you, you can install it on your own. We certainly could. We found 2 heavy laser 2s here. I think that's our 4th weapon from boarding. This run is certainly doing a good showcase of showing why boarding can be so powerful. I don't think we use that second heavy laser because we actually need more projectiles, not more power right now. But this run's current state, and most of its funding has come from finding stuff we were able to sell. That's really where the advantage is right now, is those little extra goods we got and we're able to sell at the store. That's that extra 150, 200 scrap we're loving right now. Ooh, why does the sun jump have to be an empty one here? This is just a boarding event, and we know it. So to get back to our store, that is the route we're going to have to go. Even not going back to the store, this makes the most sense. If we can take this jump and then go to the sun, that would be best, but I'm really not convinced that's 2 jumps. Let's use 1 hull repair here to get above 15 hull. Buzzley, thanks for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate that Prime support, and Snapdragon by Night. Thanks for 32 months. Just a few away from 3 years. Thank you so much. Good morning, Berrylicious. Okay, we're gonna go here in the store, then we're probably just gonna go into engines. I could really use just enough engines to get 100% cloak would be good. So 4 engines that were fully powered would allow us to have 100% evasion during our cloak. Seems like a very reasonable goal to have right now. I don't know, guys. You think we could squeeze 2 jumps in before the store? Can I go 1, 2, and then to the store? If we can, it's really squeaking it out. I don't know. I think it's more like 1 3/4. All right, we're going to go the safe route here and go to the sun first and then go down here, but I'm pretty confident it'd be overtaken. Intruders on board. Whoa, don't hurt my humanitis. All right, we're going to back out here real quick. Actually, you guys go in here. Three engines will get us out of here before the solar flare goes off, I believe. Look at this NG manning up. What a guy. Okay. Interesting. I don't want to jump. I want to go to the store. Oh no. Human, you almost died, but I just want you to know that. I think flak one's out of the question here. There it is. We're no longer in danger. Alright, first things first, let's get our crew tip-top. He's fine. He's got 2 HP. A small falling accident away from death. He's fine. I want to buy a weapon here, but we already have the weapons that we need. Flak is good for stripping shields, though. Let's give it credit there. Flak, Burst Laser 1, Heavy Laser 2 is definitely an adequate system. Okay, anti-personnel, don't need here. Okay, we're certainly getting rid of 1 Heavy Laser 1. No doubt about it. Okay, I think we gotta buy fuel here. $12 should be good. You know, with this many projectiles, the fire bomb may have finally reached the end of its usefulness. Damn, this is tough. So let's talk out our actual options here. We can sell the heavy laser 2 to buy the flat cannon. We can sell the whole laser 2 and buy the flat cannon to round out. We can sell the firebomb. And I hesitate selling the firebomb because the firebomb rock boarding is a stall/win scenario versus some very tough ships. So I think we do want to hold on to the firebomb. So we're probably going to sell the whole laser 2 or the heavy laser 2 in this situation. Heavy laser 2, burst laser 1, flak. After we get it powered is 7 projectiles. Whole laser 2, burst laser 1, flak is 8 projectiles. One thing that's good about the heavy laser Mark II versus the whole 2 at this current juncture is that this is 15 seconds, this is 13. So if we add flak in with the heavy laser 2, it has a better timing. We're firing the flak, and right about the time the shields hit, both these would be on charge. We have to wait a second for this one. The reason we're not buying the flak right now and deciding which laser to sell later is because we're not entirely sure we're going to buy the flak yet. We're just hypothesizing our possible options. I almost think with having the firebomb, we might give up a little bit of the oomph with the heavy laser Mark II to have one more projectile here. And both sell for 30. Okay, we're gonna go sell the whole laser 2. We're gonna buy the flak, which right now gives us flak heavy laser 2 for 5 projectiles. We're going to need to upgrade weapons here soon, but in the meantime we have a great defense. Then we're going to buy backup battery here for sure. I'm going to buy all 4 of these. It does cost me a lot, but it is good value. The reason with the heavy laser 2 over the whole 2, that took a lot of consideration, and we'll see how it plays out, is that the heavy laser 2 times out much better with the flat cannon than the whole 2 does. Okay, we also have backup battery now, so now we can buy 5 engines and upgrade the backup battery to have 100% dodge cloak. Feels good. Oh, send the rock member in. Your rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. It disperses as much of the fire present as possible into the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fire starts to die down. Dude, that is most excellent, my friend. With most of the fire under control, the scientists are able to help secure the station. They offer you the sincere gratitude and a generous reward. This one automated reloader we're getting, not only improving our weapons timing by 10%, is massively beneficial versus the flagship fight. We'll get to that when we get to the flagship fight, but to summarize it simply, you get 2 volleys in before they cloak instead of 1, which is universally better. Now the million-dollar question, can we get 2 jumps here? Can we go 1, 2, and make the exit? I'm going to say no on this one. It's close again, but I think just overtaken. Yeah, we're just going to take here. The exit's a guaranteed good or neutral event, and while we haven't really dived this run, we don't get anything extra for taking this distress if it is a dive. We could technically get the extra exit beacon and get 3 jumps, but I don't think that makes it. It looks quiet, but you realize your computer is being scanned. A hidden rock vessel hails you. Why do you fill your computer with lies? Oh, these guys. Okay, then we get it. But I'm not a lion. 3 shields is totally safe here. Excellent. If we needed like a couple more scrap to recover something big here, be a much bigger consideration, I think. The way I look at dives for the most part, unless you have an extremely defensive build or you're going to get a guaranteed like 2 extra jumps at least for diving, it's usually not worth it. But depending on your build and your situation, diving can even be safe. If you have cloaking and 6 engines, you can get out before the ASB fires. Hacking level 3 and cloaking is pretty darn safe. Oh yeah, I don't think we make it. We'll know after we jump to the exit if it will be or not. Pollux Kerr, welcome to the Dapper. Thanks for that prime support. Them is some cheap repairs. I'm gonna ignore this station. I don't need to buy repairs for any amount of scrap right now. Alright, Rock Homeworlds seems good. How much is it for weapons? 165. I think that has to be the clear next purchase. Okay, so here in the Rock Homeworlds, we could run into a ship that will send us to another location where we have to wait for a rock ship to jump away in the middle of a firestorm. And then we get a full hull repair and the rock hull plating augment, which is what we started with on this ship. It would also be the rock ship unlock if we were there, but we're not. Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, hook back around this way to the exit. The main reason the human is one of our 4 boarders in this situation, Shakal, is because they're on a minimal system sensors, so I don't have to remove my engines or weapons guy to board with them. These are the 2 crew that are the least useful in most fights, and that's why there are secondary boarders. Once you get into a 4-person boarding situation, it's all about how you juggle the crew, not really what crew you have. Okay, let's put the rock on the comet. Just makes them mad, but you know. Okay, this ship certainly could hit us. We'll see. Okay, that's a good place for them to board. Woo, okay, let's go in here. We're gonna cloak now, 100% dodge. Okay. Oops. A little bit off on that timing. Okay, they are going to reboard us here, that's for sure. Okay, we got one of them. Okay, he boarded as well. If we get a 2-on-1 here, I mean, this should be it. Okay, we don't actually need to fire at him again here. He is going to try to do this. We're going to do a stagger boarding here to finish off this fight. So who do we have that actually has HP here? Alright, so we're going to board in the shield room here. Actually, we're going to board into weapons room here. I'm going to go to the shield room and then up here. Okay, that's fine. He's going to prioritize the shield room here and walk over while my rock pummels down the med bay. He's not going to try to run to the med bay until quite a while. In fact, we could kite around a little bit by doing something like this. Leave the room. That'll make him want to go back towards the med bay and then go back in the shield room. Buy even more time. Most boarding manipulations work around the AI prioritizing the shield room over other rooms. Enemies love their shields. Is that a kitty moving behind me? It is. The little angel. He's a sleepy boy. Mad Mayonnaise, welcome back to the Dapper. Thanks for something with that Twitch Prime, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, Distress it is. Is there anything we want to buy for 124 scrap right now? Or 165 for the weapons. I think that's the best thing we can get. If we get those weapons online, we're reasonably equipped to take down every ship. You find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. Let's take him back to his nearby planet since we're full up right now. Cool. Overjoyed with the return of their son, the family of the survivor arranged to repair your ship's hull as compensation. I believe that one can be up to 20 hull repaired. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. Okay, he's got mind control. I see that. He's got clone bang. I see that. I'm going to attack the Schlepper scum here. Okay, that's a pretty good place to get mind controlled, honestly. I didn't quite see what was going on in their ship, so let's go ahead and board in the... Let's board in their mind control room. Their weapons aren't too bad. Let's go here and then... Oh, sorry about that. You're right, we did do that. Gonna cloak on that second volley. Yep. There we go. They do have slug repair drill, but no bigs. Okay, are they winning their fight? They are. Kind of. Let's move in here, make it a 3-on-4. Alright, definitely need to juggle a little bit here. We're going to move these rocks. We're going to grab these guys, send them out of the room, send them back in the order we want them in. Okay, this guy's about to die again, so we're going to swap these guys. So, the rule of thumb in 4 square rooms, you have to remember, is that the console room will always be first for the enemies. Same for your ship. So while the rule goes top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right for the order they enter, like for example in this room, your crew would go top right, top left, bottom right, because the console's in this top right corner square. Since the enemies aren't going to switch positions here, that's of no consequence. We're just going to swap these guys around. Get ourselves a victory. Vertical rooms go top to bottom, and horizontal 2 square rooms go left to right. Always got to watch out for this little console though, because that can really bungle you up if an enemy's coming into the room, like after somebody dies, or they're coming to also defend. If the console room is open, they're going to go to that first. So you have to set up your crew accordingly on the enemy ship, and also watch out for your console on your ship. Hey, Goofling, thanks for those continued festivities, man. Look at all those lights. Just blinking. Alright, I'm going to do the smart thing here that I know we should, and that's buy... Gonna buy our weapons. This does leave us vulnerable for power. We do have the backup battery to work with for cloak and teleport for that matter. And now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 projectiles on a relatively fast timer. Yeah, Double. Thanks for those festivities too, man. So much love going around. It's so great to be here today. Well, we can cloak under their volley, that's for sure. Oh, how do we want to work this? Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to load up our battery here. We're going to board into the shield room. Going to collapse on this guy. Did lower our weapon timing, that's okay. Okay, here's how we're going to work this. We're going to fire the flak here. Then we're going to go 2 right here. Heavy laser into weapons. Okay, good. Now you don't have to worry about that. Now when they die, we can just slam their clone bay. Okay, that's back up now, so we can board into engines here, sure. Everybody to engines. Wow, they only had level 1 clone bay? That's intense, man. $6 fuel, 57 scrap. Oh, there is a store right there. What are we going to buy at the store? I think a whole lot of nothing right now. Demon Firebrand. Thanks for those lights, man. And Amethyst, thanks for 1,004 bits. Appreciate your generosity. Hope you're having a great night, Amethyst. Nearby sun there? Probably not. I don't think we need drone parts or fuel right now. This could be an okay sector to dive into. Maybe we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. I think we might actually take the exit now and go for maximum scrappage. We have no shortage of place we can spend scrap right now. We need higher level cloaking, more engines, backup battery upgrade. Our weapon system is rather decided for the flagship fight. I guess nearby sun's not so bad right now. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't think that's 6. Hey, Jar Jar Char, thanks for that 20 consecutive months, man. Just thanks so much for lurking. Hey, speaking of lurkers, let's do our lurker roll call right now. If you're lurking in the channel, meaning you're an active watcher but not an active chatter, you had the capability to and you want to, now's your time to post some of your favorite emotes in the chat. Thank you all for your silent contribution in making this site and this channel what it is. So many lurkers here, and I appreciate you all every single night, no matter what you do while you lurk, lurking after work, doing homework, just chilling. You're amazing. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate you being here. Yeah, look at all those lurkers. Awesome. So many lurkers. What's up, Tough Nuggets? Basically, I'm lazy. Hey, Moon. Mr. That Mike Higgums. Bebop Zabatsu, Samurai 7. It's good, Des Alchemist, been a minute. Hey, Calbar Pigeon. Not a Robo. Lord Hubris. Starry Ray Chow. Hessian. Dr. Top Hat. Shaco on Duty. Tree Forest. Bucket of Ice. B-Nick Stove. Look at all those beautiful lurkers. You guys make the dream work. Never in my wildest dreams when I first started content production in 2010, I ever would imagine that so many people would lurk silently. You guys rock. Thanks for the amazing 6.5 years here on Twitch. Been full-time since January 5th, 2012, which is also the start date of the 2-year livestream challenge. It's an amazing journey since now. Then Twitch has certainly changed, and I have too. I'd say the channel's much better for it. Thank you all for this wonderful and relaxing environment to share. Dalkarth, welcome to Dapper Man. Thanks for that Prime Love. Blue Savior, thanks for 2 months in a row. Balexis, please welcome back to the Dapper. Thank you. And Endless, your humanitis free, man. Enjoy that lurk. Still touring, man. No, we've been on the screen for a minute, but pathing here is intense. I'm just debating if the store is worth it. I don't think it is. We're going to go to the exit right now with the intention of coming back to this jump and doing our first dive of this run. Scrap the debris. We don't need any stinking survivors on board. Hey, nice. We ended the store too. Ain't that beautiful? Okay, we're going to get scrap before the store, though, for sure. I'm going to buy level 2 backup battery right now. This gives us 4 power instead of 2 temporarily. So, you know, we can do this, have our weapons online, and temporarily power everything for 100% cloak. We're still at a very dangerous level of power, but it's workable. Alright, see cloaking here, a laser ridge, and a halberd beam. This is not a small craft with minimal propulsion. That's a war vessel, sir. It's a rock assault. Okay, we're going to choose option number 1 here, which is a guaranteed fight. Tell them their god sent them here to join your crew. If we take number 2, there's a 50% chance they'll join our crew, or 25 something. This is a guaranteed fight, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, they have a med bay. Their weapon system is... It's alright. Let's see where they board at. Okay, that's good. We're going to collapse on this side of the vessel. We're going to use our backup battery here. Load up our teleporting. Going to board in the shield room. It's going to pull them off piloting. Okay, if we damage like one thing on their weapon system, I feel we're pretty safe here. So I'm going to go ahead and flak right here. We're going to burst laser the weapons, and then we're going to heavy laser the med bay. There we go. It definitely still can hit me here. It's going to be disjointed for a while. This is 11 seconds to fire. Okay. And this is 16, so 2 more rotations, I believe. Okay, he's getting pretty peppered here. I'm going to walk over this way real quick. And we need to bring some HP down to contend. Okay. Get in the room. Okay, this is tricky. Okay, so this guy's about to die, and we don't want that. So we're going to take the guy that's not fighting somebody. We're going to send him out of the room. We're going to send this guy out of the room, too. We're going to send this guy in to the left corner, and then we're going to send him into this corner. Now, the other rock's on his way back, so this is extra terrifying. The rock that's coming back is going to fill the only empty space left, which is Delbox Square with only 5. Delbox also standing directly in front of the door, so he's going to get sucker punched. So we're going to take these guys, now that this rock died, send them out, send Delbox to the square where this guy just died, and send our higher HP rock into the square that the 4th rock is coming to. Huzzah! That was honestly probably the most technical board we've had this run. Could have very easily lost a crew there, though, even with good play. Recognizing the low HP rock was on the door saved his life. And I know that because I've lost several crew that way. Alpha Angstrom, welcome to the Dapper. Thanks for that Prime support, man. Little hand to you. Something I really appreciate about FTL, like this run's going well, right? But we're still not like decked out or anything. We've had a pretty decent shot at getting a good amount of scrap this run, but as you can see, just a few small mistakes can compound on themselves. Almost always when you lose a run at FTL, it's the sum of your mistakes that caught up to you, not necessarily the game being unfair. And it's very easy to not recognize little mistakes. After every run of FTL that I lose, which is about 3 out of every 10 runs, take a moment to recognize and just think about all the decisions that you made on the run. Think about all the things you bought and tried and the situations you were put in. Almost always you can find 1 or 2 things you could have done better, and that's how you get better. Search for that ship. Nice. I'm going to say, no doubt, this is 4 jumps for that. So we're going to go 1. Nope. I'm going to go 1 2, 3, 4. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, dive. So our first instance of diving on this entire run, which is, I guess, late for me. But this is the first chance we've really had to get a good dive in. We have the Rebel fleet pursuit chasing us like it is every single sector. And if we get behind this red line or this white line, we're fighting a ship that gives us less reward. We're facing an anti-ship battery, and it's a tougher than average ship. So you usually don't want to go behind this line, but we're reaching a point in the game where we can, and we're able to get extra jumps past the exit. As a rule of thumb, if you can get 2 extra jumps, not including the jump that you dive to before the exit, it's a good idea. We get extra chances at scrap, and scrap in Sector 6, Sector 7 is much escalated compared to other sectors. So the later you're diving, the more scrap you can get. It's not to say that diving early can't pay off big, but late dives are usually where the money's at. Okay, the slug captain explains the upgrade of the rock ship's reactor, and the thick boulder heads are refusing to pay for the work done. The rock captain says the slime balls did a poor job. It's not worth the agreed upon price. Just pay the price, man. The slug captain is thankful for your help. Offers a reactor upgrade for a fair price. It's only 11, guys. Whew. Could have also been 5 hull damage there. That does happen. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we can't really even power our defense drone right now in our current stuff here. But let's hold off until we get to the store before we make any aggressive purchases. Hey! This is great. This is the Rock Homeworld quest. So this Rock Homeworld quest is going to give us a jump to go to in the next sector, and if it's early in the next sector, we'll be able to take that event and then get another one inside that sector, which is a 20 hull repair and a rock hull plating. You are immediately messaged by an imposing-looking rock war vessel. You're the ship off to save the Federation, aren't you? And you expect to survive that hunk of junk? We're going to save them or die trying. The latter will be more likely. Still, we can potentially help you and your precious fleet, but you need to prove yourself first. Meet us at these coordinates. They jump away. Wow, it gave it to us early. This is awesome. This means on the next sector, we're going to have 1 quest beacon, and that quest beacon will be guaranteed to be a full hull repair for us and an augment. Good gravy. Okay, so versus this ship, your actual goal is to run away from or let them run away from you. This is one of the few events where playing on hard mode is to the player's advantage. Not only can they run away, we want them to. These should actually volley at the same time, giving us a safe cloak, too. Okay, so now we're going to boost into backup battery here. Get our cloak ready. Okay, so far so good. Jump imminent. Nice. Quest marker added to the next sector. Great. Someone want to sell to me, man? Okay, they don't, but they gave me free stuff. To the store. Oh man, this is the ultimate addition to our current weapon system. I was thinking to myself before we didn't go to that last store that, man, you know, it sure would be nice to get a heavy laser to add on to this. There it is. We have 8 projectiles with 3 heavy lasers, so we have a technical 11 damage volley. And we're definitely going for this. The places where we're going to use rock boarding are very minimized now. We're going to sell the firebomb. We're going to buy the heavy laser, which can fit into our system. Now, we don't need to bring the heavy laser online right now, and we should consider whether before we dive, if that's actually what we want to do. I'm glad we bought this. We have a whole sector to bring that into the fold. It's 100 scrap to upgrade. There's a lot of things 100 scrap can buy us right now. Okay, we get 5 engines and 2 more power here. Let's hold on a sec. Let's make sure. Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, now we have power for our drones, and we can back up battery into 5 engines here. No, I think I overbought one there. That's all right. Here we go. 6 engines would have been a totally safe dive, but I wanted that power. Oh, easy peasy ship. Awesome. So we'll be able to cloak under the ASB here and make it out in time. Every time you dive, there's an anti-ship battery attached, unless that beacon is a nebula beacon. This exit was not. Nebula beacons do not have anti-ship batteries on them. Alright guys, here we are, Sector 7, would you believe it? There's our quest marker, which marks a full hull repair and a rock hull plating augment. Alright, before we head into this Sector 7 civilian sector and beyond, going to take a short break here. This sure has been a run full of tough decisions and a few tough situations. We're going to play our only set of ads for the entire night right here, do 1 3-minute block for each show. So start 3 minutes for show number 1833. If you allow them to play, I greatly appreciate it. If you don't, still very much appreciate your time here. Encourage you guys to stand up and take a short break yourselves, grab some water, use the restroom, take care of yourselves. See you guys in about 5 minutes for the conclusion of this run. We still got quite a bit to go. Right. The truth is in Sector 7 that even with 3 shields cloaking a defense drone, there are ships out there that will just unceremoniously dunk us. Always got to be on edge. See you guys in just a few short minutes. Alright everybody, thanks so much for your patience during that intermission. Hope you enjoyed the kitty shenanigans during break. Let's hop right back into this Rock B run, our second run on Balance Mod 3.03. Been really enjoying this so far. Actually, the first time we got to use our own defense drone. So, Balance Mod's great. If you want to see all the changes the Balance Mod makes, highly encourage you to look up Dark Twinge's Balance Mod. I'm going to drop a link here in chat by doing !clam Balance Mod. It's also on the !clam mods list, which has our other mods for other games on it. But the version 3 and beyond of the Balance Mod makes it so the projectile your defense drone fires, or the enemy defense drone fires, at something go much quicker. So because of this, toggling your hacking to get it past the defense drone is not reliable anymore. It's been my observation that my defense drone connected with missiles that were shot at my ship more frequently. Let's go deep here and talk about how defense drone works. Hey, during the break, Adam Taro, thanks for the 15 months in a row, man. Appreciate that. And Dine Black, thanks for that big 2-0. Time sure does fly. Thanks for being here, dude. The defense drone orbits your ship in a circular pattern. And so if a missile's coming in from over here and the defense drone's on this side, it has the lowest percent chance to hit it because it has to fire from this side of the ship and go all the way over. Since the defense drone projectile fires so much faster, that's nice. So, in turn of that, if your ship is smaller in size, a defense drone's already more effective by nature. So on NG, A, B, and C, the smallest ships in the game, the defense drone has the highest efficiency rating versus a single target. And I really think that maybe the NG is like this. The defense drone firing faster, while it does make it hard to do the hacking toggle, it probably makes this size ship about as effective. It's probably about 98% chance of blocking that single projectile. Okay, we're gonna go distress, distress here, and then to the quest, I think. I'm gonna send the rocket, man. Repair arm, I want to drop this repair arm right at the store right now, I think. The repair arm is bad right now because it does heal our hull a little bit. We get 10% less scrap collected, and I like scrap. It's gonna drop the repair arm here. Okay, this brings us up to, oh my god. I should probably buy fuel here. Okay, I'm gonna buy 2 fuel, because when we reach the exit, we get 10 free fuel, so 7 should be adequate. Should be. Gonna buy my weapon power now, so now we have our full offense loaded up. So we have flak, burst laser, into 3 heavy lasers. This is a nice volley. Stick with my gut and go up here. Kind of want to hit that quest the last possible moment because I know it's a full repair. Hailed him. 5 missiles for 3 drone parts sold. That's great for us because every drone part is 2 to 5 hull repair, I believe. Maybe it's 3 to 5. I don't get the hull repair drone very often, or have it in our previous playthroughs, because in the balance mod it cost 100 scrap for the hull repair. We were just lucky enough to receive one right after buying drone control in this run. Hey Seraphase, thanks for an awesome 7 months. So much love tonight. What's up, Zaphod? Citrus guy, nice to see you, man. Such great conversation about this game, and so many other things in chat tonight. Thank you all for this amazing environment to just chill out and relax. Really wonderful to share it. So let me look here real quick. Gonna bring up the balance mod changelog here because I feel like there is an additional change to the hull repair, but it's probably just the rate at which it goes. Systems, weapons, drones. Man, the changelog on this balance mod, pretty darn good. Okay, so in the balance mod, the hull repair drone costs 3 power instead of 2. Cost 100 instead of 85, and is 5 rarity instead of 4. So 3 to 5 is the healing amount that is unchanged in the balance mod. Hooray, detailed changelogs. Okay, let's board into engines here, because we can. Do like a small little trick here. So, the rock moves much slower than the human, so if we send the rock into the back position, they're going to get punched in the face maybe twice. So we want to put the human in the back first, and then here, so they're set in their positions a little bit faster. Still got 1 double shot onto our rock, but so be it. Oh, somebody's tasting the sizzle. Okay, I see a firebomb going off here. I'm going to back up battery, get above 40% dodge here, and I'm going to hit my cloak. This is gonna give us 100% dodge. Well, 105%. 100's good enough, you know. It's important we break into the shield room here. Do so again. Okay, they were repairing the clone bay, but no longer. 3 on 4 with injured crew. Nobody's in trouble. Clean fight. Whoa. Now, if their ship has been emptied of hostiles, you search it. Eventually, you find a prisoner who offers to join your crew. What's up, Ekman? Well, I don't know. Ephemeral already has training here. Well, since the Engi's twice as fast at repairing, we could repair that, but the human's been such a good value as well. Hey, we'll just swap our Engis here. How about that? Do you mind being named Cater Car? You don't. Welcome aboard. Just like it never happened. Get a nice stat upgrade there on our Engi. I'll take it. That shield boost is actually real cool because we can swap this Engi into shields and we rotate down with the fighting rock. We're actually able to maintain full training on all of our main systems with this crew, provided nothing goes wrong. I'm debating if I continue to press here before the quest. I think not. We have the quest, going to be a nice reward, and here we have the whole repair drone at 21 parts now, so let's work our way over. You arrive at a massive Rockman shipyard and notice that the ship that had just tried to kill you is docked and already being repaired. Well fought. I must say I did not expect you to survive. I am convinced of your strength and pledge to assist your cause. I'll immediately send an advanced crew to the Federation fleet and we'll prepare our warships to move out. Hey, they gave us a couple of fuel. That's excellent. Now that's taken care of, let us patch up your hull. Maybe we can improve its armor plating while we're at it. Maybe. It's a pretty fine third augment. Superior hull armor provides a 15% chance to negate incoming hull damage. Hit systems will still be damaged. Come full circle. We're going to take this jump first, even though it seems like it'd make more sense to take the inner jump first. This jump reveals 4 more jumps for us, so we're going to take this one. They have 3 missile launchers? That is insanity. You know, I think just for having 3 missile launchers, we have to fight these guys. Could scout, could delay here, but I think we gotta fight. They got 3 missile launchers. That's too much, man. It's too much. Somebody's got to take care of the situation. This is not going to be a ship that we end up getting the crew kill on unless this goes down right away. So you just zapped me on the way down, bud. It's a little ball of static electricity. Hey! Looky what we got here. We got a fire happening too, which means they got to fight and be crispy at the same time. Okay, you're gonna roll down here. You're gonna roll up here now. Okay, we're almost there. We finally got to use fire rock boarding here. Sure took it long enough. Well, that went unbelievably well. 4 fuel and 64 scrap, just what the doctor ordered. Well, I still think going over here is going to be best. Okay, 141 scrap. What do we want right now? Level 2 piloting is something we should have bought a while ago. We're going to buy a level 2 cloak and a power bar here. Okay, feeling good. 2 cloak is the amount of cloak we want for the flagship fight, and also loosens a lot of the timings in a lot of bad situations. Hey, enjoy that lurk, Kalino. Appreciate you, man. Four shields, though. Wow. It's our first test of 4 shields. Let's just go ahead and load up a defense drone here. Fair enough. Ooh, that was a close one. They snuck that through, didn't they? Missile launcher down, feels good. Socialist 10 Man, welcome to the Dapper. Thanks so much for making it official with Twitch Prime. Really appreciate that. Hey, thanks for pointing that out, Commodore 64, and you're absolutely right that rock plating just saved our hole there. We do get a 10-hole repair at the end of this sector, and there will be repair stations hopefully available in Sector 8 too. Good catch. Ooh, intruders on board, but there is a reward. This is one event that the balance mod changes, and I really appreciate that about it. Before, this would just be an empty event with borders, and that's kind of a bummer. Getting a scrap reward with it? Yes, please. Yeah, I guess I'll get you out of there, I guess. There are definitely a few ways this can go wrong versus the flagship, but since we have hull repair drone and 21 drone parts, I would say it's unlikely. Zulu Blue 42, thanks for 16 great months. Thanks for keeping it dapper. I really think 4 shields is the next good purchase. Right now we kind of need 2 power though. Let's grab that. It's 2 power, gives us our defense thrown in there, and it preempts us buying that force shield bubble. We're going to need that power for the shield bubble anyways, and it makes our current build even better. I'm actually going to skip this nebula jump. It's not showing anything, and this jump gives us the greatest advantage visually. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you, judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship. You assume it's a smuggler that's trying to stay away from beacons. Advanced weapons here gives you a fuel and scrap reward, but not a fight. We want the fight here. It's going to be a good score run, I'm pretty sure. Whoa there! Please calm yourself. Okay, pirate light cruiser. We can't see what's going on in there. We know we need to hit their weapons here, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to level 2 cloak here while we charge our volley. Anything gets disabled here, we're going to be okay. If we don't disable anything, that could be a problem. That'll do. Let's see what we got here. Okay, got crispy critter is what we got. Keep it crispy, son. Enemy FTL delayed, good. I'm actually going to rock this party over to the shield room while we set up to reboard. Okay, they're not going for that, good. Okay, going shields here will guarantee they do not get away. Did that guy really get the fire out, or is it just crispy in there? Okay. Well, there's 2 left. Good for them. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore their pleas here. Searching the remains, you find that the cargo is military-grade drone schematics. You bring them aboard to install on your ship. Well, darn, we might actually use that defense too here. We've got just the run for a crazy defense. Sounds like a plan, Zulu Blue. Sit back, relax, enjoy, man. Enjoy that lurk. Lurker's #1 now and forever. I'm just going to go 1, 2 to the exit. We'd have to have a really good scrap Sector 8 in order to get the build I want, but it's definitely possible, and since we have the hull repair drone, we can hang around for some sketchy situations, knowing we can heal ourselves back up. If we need to. So far, it just hasn't been necessary. It's only like our third automated ship for this entire run. Weapons hack, that's tough. Nice. That'll do it. Gonna assume a next volley into piloting here. If we disable piloting, it's not good for them. Yep, our next volley should be a kill. Defense drone can stop the hack, yes, and we'll use that on phase 1 of the flagship fight to our advantage. Hey, Assassin 823, thanks for that very generous 3,300 bits, man. Really appreciate that. Glad to hear the stream makes your nights after work better. Thanks for sharing. Let's just get in there. So normally a blue option in FTL is going to be a good thing, meaning it's a guaranteed good, or in worst case neutral reward. But in this case, if we cloak to access the cache here, we're skipping past this auto surveyor fight. So by taking the fight, going number 1, we get to get the scrap from the ship, and then if there is a cache there, we also get that reward. So fighting the ship versus an automated ship instead of skipping past it is going to net you more. Devil's in the details in some of those events. Okay, that's good. There we go. Feeling better already. Anti-personnel drone. We're not going to have a chance to sell that, but who cares? Okay, we're going into 4 shields here. I am very sure on that. Well, when you have cloaking, 4 shields is certainly not a necessity. It certainly is safer. You're right, the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Let's... Ooh... You come across an asteroid mining colony, they message you immediately saying, "Greetings! Our supply of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded the system. Do you have any extra explosives? I'm going to give you 15. Wow, this will help our efforts considerably. What can I offer for your troubles after getting some time to deliver a ship augment for installation?" I guess it's never too late for a scrap recovery arm, and since we had the hull repair drone, we're going to drop rock plating here. Sorry, rock technology. Scrap is king. And here we are at Sector 8, the final sector of our FTL run. Looking good. Mr. Humans, thanks for that extremely generous 10,000 bits, man. Glad I'm still one of your favorite streams after all this time. It's really awesome, man. Thank you for that generosity. And Gorogoth TV, thanks for a wonderful 19 months. Holy guacamole indeed. The time sure does fly. So wonderful to be here in this moment. Day 9 out of 31 for fragMas Summer Edition. Got one stream every day until June 21st. So thank you all for being here and sharing this wonderful moment. So glad we can be here to relax and enjoy together. Examine that station, man. Okay, intruders on board and things. Whoa, mind controlled too. Slow down there, pirate instigator. Okay, we don't have counter mind control here. How are we gonna work this? Let's bring this guy down to double fight. Yeah, they're all up in that battery. That's tough, man. Not sure he's turning in time. No, we got it. Whoa, don't be bailing on that fight now that you're out of my control. I understand you're stunned, but that NG's not made for fighting, man. Awesome, real solo. I'll be honest, I've been especially technical this run, trying to talk everything through. Really like to do that, especially we haven't been playing FTL very often. Always good to get back in the flow and verbalize that thought process. There's always more to learn and always ways to play better and improve playing FTL. That's a fact. 49 scrap-a-doodle, nice. Okay, we're going to repair station next. Actually, we're going double repair station next. 33 scrap and 3 drone parts. Nice. Ooh, we're not getting that second repair. I get it. All right, let's figure out what 189 scrap buys us here. Does it buy us the ability to load up the defense 2 as well? I don't think we're quite there yet, but we can certainly get there. Let's buy 2 more into drones, and we'll buy 3 more power. Actually, yes, we did get there. We'll break out that whole repair if we need it, but now we have the defense 1, defense 2 cloaking 4 shield wombo combo. This might be one of the most defensive builds of FTL I've ever built. And that being said, our offense is still pretty good. Okay. You know, I'm going to grab the defense 2 here, because that's going to shoot down the ion quite considerably. And they can get some ions through, but not very many. Okay. Gonna get our shields back here. They sure showed me. There we go. Next volley can disable weapons, is what we want. Okay, I'm gonna go base here. So we could intercept right now to have the base to jump to. Should probably do that. No. Want to wait at the base here. Okay, I'm going to take this fight because we can. And we might as well go max greed since we've been so thorough here. Okay, got 1, 2, 3. Okay, we do want another power bar. Okay, pretty scary, but not the end of the world. We're going to load up defense 1 here. We only really want to block the missile. We're going to cloak underneath the big gun. We have 24 parts and the ability to use a hull repair drone, so might as well make the most of the situation, I feel. Whoopsie daisy. Didn't make the most out of that timing. That's all right. Their cloaking actually gave us a timing window there. That was nice. All right, 117 scrap. What are we purchasing before the fight here? Okay, if we have 4 extra power from the backup battery, we should buy engines and probably save for another engine. Sensors could have a little bit of value, but not that much. Yeah, it's sensors, man. It's swag level 3 sensors. I can see all the things. This is actually nice for a stream, because we can see the enemy weapon timings. Yeah, roast that turkey. Whoo! Oh, that's right. We can't see him on the flagship. You're right. That's okay. Still a good one. Defense activate. Oh no, anything but the sensors. By God, I just bought level 3. All I wanted to do was see all the things. We heard a breach noise, which is very good for us. I could have swore I heard the missile launcher go off there. I'm actually going to wait for their cloak here, since they're pretty borked. Just going to wait. Get liquefied. Now they chose the same one to fire at. Can I blame them? Not really. scraped to death by flak. Okay, we did pretty good on that fight. Quite well, in fact. Value medbay here, sure. Man, we got this hull repair drone real early. We've used it like twice. That's a good thing. Alright, so on Phase 2 of the flagship fight, and whether you're a new or a veteran FTL player, this is a very good practice to get into. On Phase 2 of the flagship fight, you wait for the flagship to jump into you. This is very important. So on Phase 3, you have the base to jump back to if things go haywire, because they often do. Meaning they're going to jump into us, and then on after Phase 2, they're going to jump away. This way we can jump into them for the start of Phase 3, and then have the base as a safe jump to go back into. On every turn inside the last stand, your jumps get overtaken by the rebel fleet. So you have to leave yourself the base to jump back to on that final phase. Otherwise, if things go wrong, it goes downhill real fast. Here we go. Phase 2 is a drone phase, and honestly a lot more terrifying. They do have a defense drone, which will shoot down one of my flak projectiles. That could actually be pretty important. One more benefit of waiting at the base here is that we get to save our drone parts by reusing the drones that were already active. They don't deactivate since we didn't jump away. I don't think there's any sense boarding right here. I'm going to disable this defense drone for a second. I'd rather they not be orbiting on the exact same pathing. It just makes more sense to have them staggered out like this for aiming reasons. That's pretty good. We got a breach too. Okay, we're going into engines now. Shields hit. We want to be repairing that right away. Okay, drone phase is a-coming. Gonna fire our volley here. Okay, here comes their drones. We're gonna activate level 2 cloak here on their drone phase, and we're just gonna sit under the whole thing. Nice. Okay, we're gonna load up this whole repair real quick. We're gonna pop it on here. Now, Phase 3 is the trickiest phase. Phase 3 has mind control and boarding. But since we waited at the base for Phase 2, we're going to now jump into them and have a safe jump back. We also have a ton of HP to juggle with here, and since they can only board with 2, maybe 3 people now, it should be rather manageable. The problem with Phase 3 is they shoot 10 laser volleys at you 3 times, and they regenerate their super shield. We have a good enough offense to get through the super shield, but it's still going to be a sustained ordeal. Oh, he's purring too. What a happy Smallman. Tabby893, thanks for an awesome 7 months. So glad you could be here for day 9 of fragMas. Appreciate you being here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to break up the crew into different rooms, so when somebody gets mind control, it's not as bad. The worst mind control that can happen is piloting here, but even then we're prepared. You're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it's sustained. It looks like it's transferred power to the teleporter as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared. This is it. Okay, battery guy is mind control. That's cool. Go repair that, please. This might be it. Not quite. Okay, here they're about to fire. Okay, get in the med bay here. Okay, they fired. We're gonna duck under. As soon as those pass here, these missiles, we're firing again. Okay, we got a breach. Good. Okay, so they boarded again there, but we're over the biggest hurdle right now. I get it. He's almost dead. I get that. Whoo, the jukes. Respect. Looks to me like we're getting this back in time. Just barely. He's fine. He's doing good. GG. What a fantastic run of FTL that was. A real burner. GG, what a great run that was. I would say we're solidly over 6K for score, but what do you guys think? I'm going to say 6287. Got a bunch of free stuff. We got long-range scanners, Sector 1. Well, we'll see exactly how many ships we fought, 'cause we're going to break a bunch of records here. So our first win on the save, and a good one at that. Really? Well, that went really, really good for 5592. Stats. I thought that was closer to 50 ships defeated, but what do I know? It felt like a great run, and it certainly was. Just wasn't the highest scoring run. One of the great parts about FTL, I mean, that run was deceivingly lower in scrap, though we did have a lot of stuff to sell. I'm surprised by that. I'm usually not off by about 500 scrap. Or 500 score. What it boils down to is we did not discover over 100 beacons, and we only fought 41 ships, which is a huge calculation in the score there. And a lot of our extra scrap gains were actually from extra rewards from events, not the events themselves. But a win is a win. Score does not matter. Victory. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for your night. Show number 1833 is coming to a close, so we have a stream tomorrow. In the next, is it 22 days? All the way until June 21st. Let's thank you all for another amazing stream here on Twitch TV. That was a great run of FTL to get back into things. Took us quite a while. It was a very technical boarding run. My absolute favorite. Thanks for the great times and awesome memories and awesome game discussion tonight. Thank you again for making this a constructive learning environment. It's really wonderful to see every single night. You're all beautiful and amazing, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow. Until then, keep it dapper and be good to each other. That's all I got for tonight. Frag out. Have a great night, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Narthinian, thanks for 22 months, man. So much love. What a great run that was. That run really defied a lot of things that I thought were going to happen. We built into using the firebomb and then really ran into no opportunities to use the firebomb. We got that whole repair drone. I was like, okay, it's going to be our ticket. And then we didn't even have to use it. Have a great night, Goofling, Zealousy, Astro Machine, Faceless Void, Frub McGee, Don Paul 92, have a great one, Valdemar, Nick G23, Starry Ray. Have a nice night, Stop Loading, Pinata Frenzy, Octane Weasel, Sanguine. Catch you guys tomorrow around 6 p.m. Pacific. See you there.